No cackling tonight, guys.
Oh yeah, Kyle's on a no laugh night.
I'm probably gonna laugh, but I'm not gonna.
You are.
You're definitely gonna laugh. Stupid
Yeah,
son
Kyle,
of a
you
bitch.
really are.
You guys see the Jimmy Fallon Good Burger thing today?
Oh my god,
it's fantastic.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Welcome to Good Burger.
But I love
Oh, did he get
it.
like actual Keenan and Kel on there
Yes.
too?
Yep.
Oh, that would have
yeah.
been perfect.
It was fucking amazing.
Keenan was playing Lester Oak's character, construction worker, but Kel was behind the counter.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was
Welcome
fucking
to Good Burger, home with a good
Like,
burger. Can I take your order?
There was like twice where they just couldn't go on.
The
because
best
people were
part is
cheering
that
so
Jimmy
hard.
Fallon was like, I don't remember how he like segued into it, but he's like, I remember my first job when I was younger.
Yeah.
Then it goes to him with like long blonde hair, and he's like working at Good Burger. He's just like, bleh, 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 but he doesn't say Good Burger. But then a person comes in, and he's like, well, let me ask my manager, and then fucking Kel comes out.
Oh, that's so perfect.
Awesome, dude.
Do you remember the Good Burger movie?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it was awesome.
It's not that good.
Who was the bad guy in it?
It's really not that good.
It was that guy, the Mondo guy, dude.
Yeah, the guys across
I know the
street.
Mondo.
I'm both your mother and your father.
You must look really weird naked.
That was a really bad impression of Keenan.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I was about to kill it.
Also, what's up with
I'll set
All right,
myself
let's
up
hear
to-
it. Let's
No.
hear your killer
We're
Keenan impression.
past it. What's up, though?
Why do all the burgers look like fucking shit in that movie? Like
They look so
terrible.
fake.
They look so fucking
Yeah.
bad.
Oh, absolutely.
They're all like foam patties and shit.
Yeah, it's fucking awful.
At Mondo?
The movie, the whole
really?
movie. There's not one good-looking burger in that.
I don't know.
Movie.
They really
It's
made
called
that
Good Burger.
They really made that special sauce though look great in that movie.
No, they didn't, man.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
funny
when
joke.
when I was a kid, I was like, I want that fucking special sauce because it probably tastes fucking great. Without the
I
fucking
don't know,
part.
man.
Without the fucking.
Wasn't it just like mayonnaise and ketchup or some shit?
That's what it looked like. I don't
Yeah,
know if that's what it
probably.
was.
Dude, I love how it ended too. Did I
I
spoil the
didn't
whole thing
watch
for
the whole
everyone?
thing.
Oh, you didn't? Oh,
I don't watch
well,
the
you know,
whole
did you
anything.
see because the guy's like, "Can I get a spicy chicken wrap?" And he's like, "Yo."
Oh yeah.
And then he's like, he comes back later. He's like, "Oh, I want to sign you to a record deal, but you need to prove that you have one other great song." And he goes, "Oh, I got you. I'm a dude.
Yep, yeah.
He's a dude. She's a dude." Yeah, it
We're all
turns into a whole
dudes.
thing. It was awesome.
Good shit.
It was really good.
Did they do any orange soda jokes?
No,
Ah,
it's a
that's a
different
shame.
character, man.
I know, but it's still funny.
It is funny.
I miss Keenan and Kel.
That's fun. Well, Nick at Night, our Nickelodeon is making a whole new channel just for 90s shows.
Hey, there you
Oh,
go.
Rugrats.
Yeah.
Everyone loves Rugrats.
That's true.
It is a
Yeah,
good
they were
show.
pretty good.
Do you, okay.
What about Rocket Power? Was that 90s or early 2000s? I feel like that was early
Shit,
2000s.
that was
Early
2000s, yeah.
But Rocket Power was a great
good
show.
Fucking show.
Yeah.
What's his name? The older surfer guy,
Yeah,
stoned all the time.
Rocco's Modern Life, though.
Rocco's
That's
Modern
that's
Life,
a
yeah.
classic.
Rocco's Modern
Ren and Stimpy?
Life. I never got into the show. I thought it looked too creepy when it was
It
on
did
at my
look
age.
kind
Yeah.
of creepy.
And then I don't know if it was inspired by or if MTV kind of like took off. But then I thought like MTV was doing a lot of like weird looking shit too.
Yeah, they had
like,
Aeon Flux.
everything
and
was creeping me
Beavis
out,
and
man, back
Butthead.
then. Everything was creeping me out. Beavis and Butthead, I didn't get.
I love
You
Beavis and
didn't-
Butthead.
You didn't get Beavis
I didn't
and
get
Butthead?
it at that age, dude. No.
How do you
man.
not get it?
It
It's
wasn't
like-
until I was a little older and saw Do America that I thought it was like really funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, like the second, like the first frame of it.
I just remember like my cousin showed it to me and he was like 12 at the time and like he thought it was great, so I was like, I think I'm supposed to like this to be cool.
If
But then-
anything, I get it less now. Like it makes less
Yeah.
sense. Like why the fuck do they have a house? That's
Yeah.
my first question.
How does that
That's
work?
so true. That's so true.
It's Texas. Come on, just go with it.
Is that where they are? Texas?
Yeah, they're in Harlan, Texas. Yeah, Harlan. Remember Doug?
Doug.
I wasn't the biggest fan of Doug.
Really?
I remember it though. Like I watched it a lot.
Oh man, I loved Doug. Patty Mayonnaise, dude.
Yeah, Patty Mayonnaise,
She was
Skeeter,
fine. Skeeter, I love Skeeter.
and then who's the
Honk.
bad guy?
Roger.
Roger. Roger was the bad
And
guy.
the Beats.
Yeah, and the Beats. Oh, killer tofu.
I remember a lot of the live action stuff, like "Are You Afraid of the Dark" or
Hell yeah.
That shit was good.
"Hey Dude" or
All that.
"Salute Your Shorts."
All that.
Yeah,
What was
that
that
was
sh-
the
what
clip
was
show.
that
And there was
show?
Clarissa Explains It All.
Kablam.
What was the show with Alex Mack? Was it just called Alex Mack?
The Strange Life or something like that.
Strange Life, where she like gets gooey.
Yeah, she can turn into a liquid. I remember that.
Tight.
I liked Kablam because
She looked like the Capri Sun commercials.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Kablam ruled.
Kablam ruled.
Kablam was the best.
I liked the small segment in Kablam where it was
Highland, Texas. Sorry,
Highland?
I had to look it up.
That's cool.
okay. But there was a small segment in Kablam. It was the alien and the caveman.
Prometheus and Bob.
Prometheus and Bob.
Yeah, dude.
And it was
That was
always
the best.
fun.
It was the best.
It was
What was the one with the action figures? Like in action or hero?
action.
Action now.
Something,
No.
something League or Super something.
That was fun.
I know what you're
It was
talking about.
Whatever. It was all good.
It had a big naked guy. It had
Yeah.
the Stinky Diver.
The stinky time. I don't think that's what he went by. But
No, I think
No,
it was
I'm pretty
Stinky
sure.
Diver.
are you serious?
I'm almost positive.
Yeah, he was
Dang.
like a little submarine
I'm sorry,
guy.
guys.
Or a little...
Scuba Steve.
So, anyways, I think it's dumb that they're gonna make a channel for that. I think it's
Why?
really
What do you
stupid.
think it's dumb?
Why?
Because it's just stupid. Like, it already happened. Buy the fucking DVD or something. Like, release it on DVD.
Well, I mean, at least kids nowadays, like little kids nowadays, can see what.
they're not going to get
But
it.
it's not like
They're not gonna
hurting
get it,
anybody.
but
it's
it's
not
not
like
gonna
changing
relate.
Nickelodeon
No.
to just show 90s
No,
stuff.
I just personally think it's a fucking dumb idea. I'm not saying, like...
Nick and
whatever.
Night got its own channel.
That's true.
I love Nick at Night.
Yeah, watch all those old TV
What are they
shows.
calling it? Are they calling it?
It's called Nick at Night, right?
It's-
Isn't it?
No,
It's
the
on-
90s Nickelodeon thing. he's
Yeah, the
asking.
90s Nick and Nick.
Oh, I don't know.
Nick at 90s?
90s Nick.
90s Nick? Yeah, Disney does that too, I think, where they like have like different channels. I'm like, I don't do this, but
I
like,
don't remember
tons
Dis-
of
I
cable
think they have, like,
channels.
Disney too. And
I think
stuff like
the
that.
only thing I remember
Kids.
from 90s Disney's was Lizzie McGuire, and I don't even think that was 90s. I think that was still early
dude.
2000s.
You don't remember Brink?
No, I never watched that.
You're a fuck up.
That is crazy.
You're
You
a
haven't seen
fucked
that
up
movie.
person.
I
Brink?
never watched Disney as a kid. I was Nickelodeon and then Cartoon Network, and that was it. I never watched Disney as a kid.
Dude, one of my
pretty
favorite
much
shows was The
exclusively-
Jersey, where they put on
Oh,
a jersey
yeah,
and they became like
yeah.
a famous athlete.
I didn't remember that.
I love
term,
that
yeah.
show.
Hey, remember Nick Jr. with Blue's Clues?
Blues Clues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Cosby thing, when they're like Lil Bill.
Oh yeah, Little Bill.
I don't remember
Little
that.
Bill. It was kind of based off the Cosby Show.
Yeah.
Do you
But I
remember
think it was based
Eureka's
on him,
Castle? That's probably the oldest show I can remember as a
yeah,
kid.
I do. People are big.
It
People
was
are
like a
huge fans of
puppet
that
show
today.
that took place in a castle, and it was called Eureka's Castle, and it's like there were wizards and other shit. And
Is that like Lamb Chops?
No, it wasn't like Lamb Chops. There were no people in it, if I remember. It was just a big puppet show, like a Sesame Street type thing, but it was called Eureka's Castle.
No, I don't remember that.
It's the oldest TV show that I can remember watching,
I feel like
except for Corduroy the Bear.
I think Mr. Rogers is the oldest show I remember watching.
we should honestly been more active as kids. I think you were. You're like, I don't remember any of these shows.
I mean-
and we're talking about like how much we love these shows, and look at us.
Yeah, look at us now.
What? I look great.
I was gonna say Dave's the only thin one that did this.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's been established.
Do I have a fat voice?
Do I have a fat voice?
If listeners are listening, do they think that like my voice is like the one that sounds fat?
Yeah, because you are fat.
Yeah, who is the fattest voice here?
I don't know. You probably. Honestly,
I could see
I
that.
feel like you definitely have the fattest voice.
I got the fat guy voice.
Yeah.
I
Depends
got
on
the fat
you,
guy
man.
voice.
I mean, like anyone.
I'm pretty
could
sure I
have
just
a fat-
sound cool. So
I think at that point it'd just be like based off of like someone's opinion. Like, that guy has a fat voice.
Well, yeah, it's based off someone's opinion. There's not like
Except
a
for Mike.
scientific way to prove
like it is
a fat-
scientific.
But if I
I run my voice through a computer.
if I
Fat,
talk like
fat,
this,
fat, fat,
if I
fat.
talk like this, and I'll be like, yeah, no, I'm not really the fattest guy here.
That's a pretty good. Fat,
That's a pretty good fat impression.
voice.
Yeah.
Like I've never thought about that. Like sometimes I can tell if people, you can tell in their voice that they've been fat. Do you know what I mean? There's almost like this strain that used
No.
to be there and now it's not there
I
anymore.
have no idea what you're talking about.
And I can't
He's just
think
talking about
I can't think
people
of an
that are
example
fat
right now.
Yeah, Mike, you just
Oh,
won.
God.
You just won the medal.
I swear to God, I'm
I mean,
not
like
that
fat people certainly have a fat voice, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I don't know.
Like, have you ever heard Notorious B.I.G. rap? Like, he has a
Oh,
fat
that's
voice.
so true. Damn, that's so true. He definitely sounds fat as
It
fuck.
sounds like he has mashed potatoes in his
Fat
mouth.
Joe,
Yeah, yeah.
another great
It
example.
sounds like he has mashed potatoes as well.
Yeah.
He's just always eating during the show.
Yeah.
He's got a bowl with him in between.
Like-
was all a dream. I used to read What Up magazine.
You're right.
Yeah, they got some fucking marshmallows.
Yeah, you were about to.
It was a
do
no,
great
did
it.
Keenan
not.
Thompson impression.
Back off,
I
guys.
You were
like,
about to.
back
It's
off.
not our fucking problem.
I liked that episode of Futurama where they
Oh,
replaced
right.
Notoriously B.I.G. with was it what is
Do you not even know this story?
He just said notoriously B.I.G.
Notorious B.I.G. whatever, right?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, sure, dude.
Okay, good. Because I don't know old rap.
This reminds me of a story. Can you guys tell me what the story was real quick?
I'll cackle. I don't fucking give a shit. No. It's from Futurama, and they had a character in there. It wasn't Notorious B.I.G. It was Notorious F.A.T. It was like Notorious F.A.T. Drop me a beat. And he's like, I don't know.
God damn it!
Oh my god!
You're like the blue balls of comedy.
Does that count?
He's like changing his laugh.
Oh, that's rich. Well said, friend. Well said.
What had happened though was on Futurama. Check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, which episode is that?
Weekdays on Comedy Central.
Sponsored by Futurama.
I heard that Pacific Rim 2 is Ixnade.
Yeah. That's
What
a
are you
shame.
gonna do?
Really?
Live my
For
life.
now.
I heard that Ridley Scott came out with the title for the sequel to
Do you know about this,
Prometheus.
Mike?
What is it going to be called?
Alien Paradise Lost.
That's pretty cool.
I'm down with it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It's probably going to be about the Prometheus guys that made the aliens and how much they fucked everything
Well,
up.
he also released in a statement earlier this week or last week, whatever it was, that he said, yeah, probably around like the fourth Prometheus movie, we'll tie in the alien.
What a fucking
stuff.
douche.
What?
It's just like that's a lot of movies.
Yeah. I'd rather, like, honestly, I'm still waiting for another Blade Runner movie because I've heard rumors about that for a long time.
Oh, that's happening, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's
And
what
it's
I'm
happening-
waiting for.
It's a fucking good director.
All right.
It's gonna
good.
be sick.
It's me.
Oh, no.
They're like, let's make a Blade Runner movie where nothing happens.
20 minutes long. It's gonna be 20 minutes long, and it's gonna have like
It's like
5 lines of dialogue.
Ryan
I was
Gosling's
gonna say, let's
still in
have a
it.
Blade Runner movie that we're with no script. People just
No
show
script.
up.
Absolutely
it,
no script.
It for sure answers the question if Decker is a replicant.
Oh,
So we can finally lay that one to rest. Am I right, guys?
up.
I like the.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's cool that it's not really for sure. I kind of hate that it's going to be answered.
I like because that reminds me of this game I've been playing called
really?
Soma.
You were looking for the trans. No, it's perfect. I'll give it to
Yeah.
you, knowing what I know about that game. But
Because I was gonna make a comment about how I like things that involve like robots that don't know they're robots and things like that, and that's pretty much what Soma is all about. It's a scary game. It's made by the guys that made the first Amnesia game, and some games before then called Penumbra.
I'll be your audience. Cool.
No, the games are really good and they're really super spooky. And Soma's their new one, and I'd recommend looking up some stuff on it because it's so atmospheric. It's awesome.
Yeah, the gameplay stuff I watched freaked me out.
Yeah, it's
did not like
it's
it.
set in like this
He wants me to
under
play
the
it.
ocean lab.
That's why.
like BioShock.
No, BioShock was like an underwater civilization. This is like a sea lab kind of place where there's work and experiments and stuff like that at the bottom of the ocean. And something terrible happens, and there's these robots going around doing terrible things, and there's this weird like infestation growing around, and these robots don't realize they're robots. A lot of them. The guy's like talking to him like, you're a robot. He's like, really? Do I look like a robot to you? He's like, look at my hands. See, I got normal hands right now. And the robot holds up mechanical hands. So it's like their perception of themselves is also being altered.
Oh wow, that's
What makes
creepy.
it scary?
Well, it's
That's already creepy.
Well, it's scary because it's very heavily atmospheric. You're in a world you don't know much about, and it's a claustrophobic enclosed space. There's this weird infestation going around. There's people dead everywhere also. You're picking up clues and traces of people that were in a panicked state leaving, like, we got to seal off every exit. We got to get the fuck out of here. And you're like unsealing doors because you have to go inside and get stuff. But why'd they seal up the door? Like, what's behind that door I'm
Gotcha.
unsealing?
Why are you alive?
You don't know. You
Are you a robot?
well,
Whoa.
I don't want to spoil too much, but like, yeah.
Yeah.
You find that out about 2 or 3 hours in, so it's not the biggest spoiler.
Okay, it's not like revealed at the end.
No, but
the
basically
robot
it
this whole
starts
time.
off.
How does your character react though when finding out that?
Well, see, that's the weird part is you start off in 2015 as just a regular guy. Well, you got some brain damage, but you're going to get like a brain scan for that. And then when the brain scan happens, all of a sudden it's like the helmet comes off you after the brain scan, and you're in an entirely different place, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And so this robot just all of a sudden, that's the last memory he had was that guy in 2015 getting his brain scan. It's like, whoop, copy brain, control C brain.
Gotcha.
And then it gets control V'd into robot. That's just like, what the fuck's going on? Where
so
am I?
you're the main character, and you have brain damage.
Yeah, your character had brain damage in the past. It's like, I'm not sure how much of that carried over when it became
Well, I
copy
feel like it's
pasted
got to
to
be
the robot.
important, right?
It probably is. It's probably
Yeah.
relating to it somehow, and then it'll probably tie in later.
Yeah.
But it's just great because there's this moment where all of a sudden, like, the walls start breaking in and water starts filling up the room, and you're like, oh, I'm so fucked. I'm so fucking fucked. And then when it fills up, he's like, what's going on? Why am I not dead? And he kind of like looks at his hands, and they kind of like flicker into like these weird robot hands. And so he like starts to realize that, you know, he's not who he thinks he is.
Damn. That'd be a fucking sick ass movie.
Mm-hmm. The one thing that I'm don't like about the game is it's not as scary as their older games, and I think a lot of that has to do with there's more like people. It's like I use people in air quotes because they're robots, but you're communicating with other people. It's kind of a cliche in a lot of horror games that you're kind of like picking up journal entries or audio logs or clues as you go through of like the people that used to be there.
Yeah, like Penumbra.
But in Soma, you're very much part of the active story. You run into characters that are currently doing something and you participate in what they're doing. And so there's almost even like a slight sense of companionship. And I don't know if the game was aiming for it being awkward or creepy because this person that we're talking to is like a rundown computer monitor. But to me, it's like, you know, I see talking robots all the time in movies and video games, so I'm not too off-put like, oh my gosh, this machine has a human intelligence in it.
Does it advertise itself as scary, though? Like, what if
Yes.
it's not? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is 100%.
So it's not living up
scary.
to what it sold you on.
Not in that regard, but I will say this. It is way more compelling and interesting, and it's keeping me wanting to play more than Amnesia or Penumbra ever did. Its storyline is way more interesting and compelling to play along with.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Thank you, Sean P. Diddy.
You know what game I really want to get into?
What?
It's a video game. Golf. Like golf in video game form is fun.
It really is. I played so much like Tiger Woods 2003 in my life.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't think it's very fun at all. Actually,
Because you see Brandon playing it all the time.
yeah, it's just not very fun.
Like I mean, I
Mario
started
Golf
started
is
playing
great.
it with my brothers,
No, it's
and
not.
I had a lot of fun because you know we always take turns with different with each hole, and
Podcast. Oh, my
I know what you
God.
guys think. I know what you guys are thinking of me. all the time now.
Yeah.
I mean, use it to yourself.
Fallout comes out in like a month.
I'm gonna go pee.
You excited? All right,
Yeah,
man.
but now I have to buy a PS4.
It doesn't come out for PS3.
I don't think so. Also, why? It's
Well, that's true. It
I
wouldn't
just need
be
to buy a
as
PS4.
Do it, dude.
You're not gonna get an Xbox One?
No.
Oh.
The only Xbox I've ever owned is right now. The original Xbox, which I got for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Tight.
I have no games for it.
Oh, okay.
No controllers for it. I literally have the box part of the Xbox.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is literally an Xbox.
Yeah.
When I retire early, I'll finally get a PlayStation.
When I plan on retiring very early, so like within 7 years.
You're like stocking up for the big event, you know. How many years?
7 within 7.
Within 7. So you will be 32.
Yeah, sounds about right.
What about you, Mike? When are you retiring?
I don't know if I'll ever retire.
That's pretty negative.
That's the truth. It's definitely the truth.
I plan on retiring very soon.
I don't have the plan or wherewithal in place to do something like that. I'm just gonna keep working until
Your
I get
dad.
to a point to
Yeah.
where I'm like, I don't need to work anymore, or I'm unable to work anymore.
Damn.
I'm gonna play it by ear. Maybe I'll find out like 5 years ahead of time when I'm gonna be able to retire. But for what it's worth, it's not just retirement; it's my entire life. I don't know what's gonna happen to me in 5 years from now. So
Well, I don't either. But
I know that's what I
Married
mean. It's
with a
like I
couple
can't
kids.
plan on retiring in 7 years because I don't know anything beyond 5 years.
You what?
I am planning on retiring within 7 years.
Yeah,
What about you,
I
Jordan?
can't plan anything after 5 years.
God, no comment. I plan on being financially retired within the next 15 years.
Financially retired compared to.
Financially broke.
Oh,
Well,
gotcha.
I don't get
financially
it. I don't
retired
get it.
compared
I
to
mean,
what other kind of retired?
You could
Like,
say you're ready to be financially retired in 2 minutes then.
I'm retiring from finances.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm just retiring.
No, I mean,
I'm
wait.
I'm
Well,
done, guys.
how did this topic come up?
I don't know.
Dave's gonna retire in 7 years.
Yeah.
Oh, 7?
Yeah.
You already have it planned out?
Within 7.
Within 7 years.
Yeah, 7 at
Damn.
the latest.
That's awesome.
And I said I don't. And Kyle asked me when, and I said I don't know. Probably never. I was my
Basically, it was like, I'm just gonna work every day until I die. That's what he said. It was really depressing.
I said I'm gonna work until I don't need to or can't, and so
He's gonna
I'm
work
not
until he
gonna know when
dies,
I retire until it's like a week
until
away.
he's dead.
I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. Honestly, with with my fucking life.
I don't know.
You have no plans for tomorrow? You working?
Well, I have plans.
You're
made
asking a
for
lot
me
of fucking
tomorrow.
questions, Kyle. What about you? When do you plan to retire?
Yeah.
I mean, probably like 65.
65?
I don't know. What it'll probably be by the time we're that age. It'll probably be like 80 that you can retire.
So you won't be alive.
Yeah.
We won't get Social Security.
No, that's true.
That'll be gone.
Can't get anything without a social security card either.
By
What's
the
up
way,
with that?
when I say retired, I just mean not working a 9 to 5.
I thought
that's
about
basically all I mean.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you meant like not working at all.
No, I mean like having the option to not work for a minute if I don't want to.
Then 7 years seems a little bit more viable.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah.
That's what
yeah,
I
that
mean.
makes sense. Yeah.
I mean like doing things that aren't soul crushing.
So
for
would you,
money.
I mean,
sure.
so would you start up working a short while after that 7 years?
What?
No, he just means that he'd be able to do his own thing.
Yeah, he's not going to work for the man.
That's
anymore.
what retirement means to me.
I mean,
still working, but like.
well, I mean, technically you can do that right now since you're with 2 beards.
Yeah, no, I can.
Yeah, like
I
there's.
wouldn't recommend
Yeah,
it.
it'd be
No,
a
I
very
mean,
bad choice.
I mean, at that point, all it would come down to is you spending your time where you would be working in marketing and getting your name out there to get more work.
Let's ask the expert.
What?
So let's ask the expert. I can't talk.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the brain thing again. It's back.
Yeah, you got a stupid brain.
Like one of my coworkers' grandfathers makes birdhouses for a living, and he
That
sells
sounds
them.
so fun.
And he sells them, and he makes money, and it's enough money to keep him going stable. But it's not like he's working a 9 to 5 or anything like that. He just makes birdhouses when people call him want orders.
He just wakes
Yeah.
up and he's like, what should I do on a birdhouse today?
I mean, to be honest, like it's something
Goddamn.
you can do for extra income. You can build stuff, make art, like whatever you want to do. Screen
Well, I'm
print.
still planning on getting that fucking 5 foot by 4 foot canvas.
Cool. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't count on that
Cool.
selling. I'm just
No, but
But I'm saying you
I'm
could do
planning on
such-
doing something nice with that canvas.
yeah.
Gonna decorate the roof with it.
But yeah, no.
No, I'm actually-
like. In
I'm-
fact,
no,
you're.
I
I don't know
already-
what his marketing plan is, but if he was on Etsy, he'd probably do a good job.
Why are you looking at me like I'm the Etsy guy? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, it's just a store for people that want to.
You look at me, you're like, he'd be good on
It's
Etsy, right? I'm like, fuck, yeah, sure.
how would you define Etsy? Because it's not like eBay, right?
like a
Even though
middleman.
eBay does stuff like this, you can just sell stuff.
Yeah.
but I guess it's like eBay without the bids.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, but it's encouraging, artists to sell their work, people to sell things they made, that kind of thing.
Just get
Everything
on
from
Patreon.
jewelry.
You make a monthly income too.
But you have to have people to follow you to be on Patreon.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, that's it.
No, with that 5 foot, 4 foot canvas, 5 foot by 4 foot canvas, I'm planning on making a talking show piece of artwork to hang in here.
Has he told
Oh
you that?
geez.
And I said it better be good.
It's
definitely
just going to
better.
be all black with
Wait.
white lettering. The talking.
What
show.
do we
That would be good. You should do that.
What do we do if it's not good? Like, how do we address that situation?
Or what if
Jordan's
it's like
hey
all
guys,
At that point, I just take it home and I paint over it.
Yeah, that's the good thing about paint is you can just what's it called, gesso or something? I don't know.
You could be like,
Fucking-
talking show sucks and red. Fuck this good.
I just imagine that 5 foot by 4 foot canvas, all black, and then in small text along one of the bottom sides, the talking show.
There is a girl.
so
there
stupid.
is a girl. A shout out to Kina Dillon. She used to be Kina. What I? Sorry, Kina.
Spit it out. God
Yeah,
damn
I can't
it.
remember her original name.
It's important to the
Does
story
it
that her
matter?
original name
She's
is
married
known.
now, but Kina Dillon. She makes
because back in 2008 she found the love of her life. And
not 2008, 2013.
She ripped the ticket.
But
gave it back to me.
no, but she paints paintings now, and she does. Do I sound that retarded? Do I sound retarded? Is that what it
No,
is?
stop. No, but go ahead. She paints paintings.
She paints paintings and she sells. She paints and she sells her paintings.
She's a working artist.
Yes.
Is that the story?
Wait, how do you know her?
And what?
What's the point of it? How do you know her?
The Navy.
Oh,
we
the
worked
Navy.
together in the Navy, and she got up before me, and then she paints and she sells her paintings.
Is that what she does for a living?
Not for a living. She's going to school at the same time right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
He's in a very similar situation.
So you're just jacking her fucking style is what you're doing.
I guess I am. Kina, I'm
Who
sorry.
can I rip off?
Shout out to Kina. Don't listen to this.
Yeah. You actually start
Doesn't
looking up
listen
her
to this.
works, and you just like try and copy it.
No,
Oh, this reminds me of the
I
Navy.
probably even couldn't trace it. Maybe I could trace it. But no.
I got scared at work the other day and sprayed pop all over the guy who scared me
Why'd you get scared?
because he scared me.
Is this just like a guy coming up behind you and went bye, and you're like,
I rounded a corner and he knew I was coming,
Oh,
so he like jumped at me, and then my soda went
classic
all over
round the
him.
corner.
Oh, hey, did you bring the footage of that proof of concept?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Your Dorito idea?
It's cool that
Yeah.
I.
I just think it's too niche. I mean, it could be obviously like I think we did it pretty okay. It would have to be better.
Mm-hmm.
See, if I started telling them Josh's idea, I wonder if they'd shoot it down as quickly as you shot it down.
Well,
Go ahead,
yeah, go
start.
ahead. Go ahead. Well,
Alright.
I'm locked and loaded.
All right. Well, Josh's idea started out with like this guy, like in a
Just fucking continue. You
In
knew
a-
that was gonna happen.
in a business suit, walking on the street. He's trying to go to like this mini store, like this mini mart, or whatever, and he pulls on the door. The door's closed, but then there's like this homeless guy down there, just like with like dirty hands and there's like dirt and everything. He's like reaching into a bag of Doritos, and the homeless goes, "They're closed," and then the homeless man and the guy's like, "Oh God, I wish they were open." Homeless man goes, "You want some?" Hands him some of the Doritos, and then like the guy stands there and like thinks about it for a second, and he goes, "Yeah, sure," and he just reaches his hand in there and just like eats some Doritos. Everyone wants some.
I don't get it.
We have some time, but I think we all should really think about it
Yeah, we should buckle down and come up with some
because it can
very
be fun regardless.
Yeah, some realistic, universal, easy to do ideas.
And it is the last year they're doing it, so
It
go
is.
all out.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's all out.
Why is it the last year they're doing it?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. It's a shame.
I
I
was
think
like, damn.
I was telling Mike, like I think someone else will pick up a similar idea soon, but they probably just because it's a good idea to do user submitted commercials, but like once Doritos does it, it's like you don't do it too. You know what I mean? So maybe next year they'll have another company doing it or something.
Which makes sense. I've seen other people do similar things, like Mountain Dew and Sprite had that, like make your own commercial for our thing. So really, it's just been Doritos doing the Super
Make
Bowl
7 Up
commercial.
yours.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
That'd be a good idea.
make spicy nacho yours.
No, I don't mean taking their idea. I mean like 7-Up would be a good sponsor for something like that. Although, does 7-Up do any commercials anymore? Do they have enough money? Do people drink 7-Up?
Does 7-Up exist? I haven't seen a 7-Up
Now that you mention
in
it.
a long time.
No,
It
seriously,
does
now that he
exist.
mentions it, I can't remember the last time I've seen a 7-Up.
It's always Sprite or Sierra Mist,
Yeah.
which is
Well,
Coke and Pepsi.
shit. And then 7-Up, it was who's on 7-Up? Are they like in the same thing as Dr. Pepper?
It's
I
a
don't
Coke
know.
product, I think.
No, Coke
No.
is Sprite.
Yeah, Sprite.
Okay, well then it's Pepsi then. 7-Up's Pepsi.
No, that's Sierra
No, it's
Mist.
Sierra Mist.
Pretty
dude.
sure 7-Up is 7-Up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think
might-
it,
I
I
think
think
it's its
it's
own
I
thing.
think it's its own thing, or it's part of like Dr. Pepper.
Well, there's the
and-
bottling company here in town that bottles like Dr. Pepper, RC, and 7-Up.
Yeah, so it's probably started as part of that company that owns all that or something.
What are we talking about?
Talking about sodas.
Pod,
Fucking
yeah.
talking show. Like, what were we talking about outside?
We just talked. We just talked.
Well, what were you guys talking about outside that I creepily listened to?
How much we hate you.
Jordan had a great story.
I knew it.
Yeah, I had a great story.
That's great. So anyway, back to 7-Up. No, but seriously, what's your thing?
I put cigarettes in my mouth.
That's pretty
And
much
I smoke them.
No,
No,
that's- no.
that didn't even that didn't even
Oh.
happen.
The story is that he put cigarettes in his mouth and didn't smoke them.
And he took a picture. And it
That was
funny.
my story.
That was the story.
I guess I had to be there.
That's one.
No,
No, you didn't. You didn't, no,
This is the
you didn't
same
have to.
reaction
That was
we
the,
had.
that's the interesting part. Just you're right there.
I got the commercial, guys.
Frog
Alright.
cum?
Kid brings a bag of Doritos to school. Gets in a lot of trouble.
Gets arrested.
Barack Obama invites him to the White House because he
That's-
really
that's
wants
a
the
really good
Doritos.
idea, actually.
If
That's a
we
super
could get
good-
Barack Obama to
We will win this competition.
And then Dave, your idea is that one of the guys gets AIDS and Doritos cures it?
Yep.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of AIDS.
Speaking of AIDS,
You want to talk about the AIDS medicine?
Yeah.
I don't. Why? Who cares?
Oh, because I think it's really cool how the story worked out. Not.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know how the story works.
Oh, okay. So this guy, this hedge fund kid,
I know that.
bought this company that made an AIDS medicine, and it was $17 a pill, and he jacked up the price to
It's like $700.
$750 a pill.
Yeah.
Huge spike.
5,500% increase.
Wow. Well, the internet wasn't too happy, as you could imagine.
Oh, they like released his fucking
Yes,
shit.
that's how it ended. But but even before that though, he dropped the price. It's now double, but it's $35 a pill rather than $750. But yeah, some guy anonymously put up his phone number and address on Twitter. Not too happy with the guy.
Yeah.
He's an idiot. That's the dumbest thing. Or, I mean, I know that kind of shit happens in private all the time. But this guy was like public about it.
Yeah, and it's a similar thing with the Cecil the Lion to me though,
No
where it's
idea what
like
that- Cecil the Lion. Oh
yeah, the lion that got
yeah.
killed. It's like someone does something really fucking stupid, and I hate them for it. Like the guy kills the lion, or this guy buys an AIDS medicine company and jacks up the price. But I hate the like pitchforks and torches of this internet mentality of like people just fucking mobbing up and going after people. But it's hard for me to take the side of the guy that.
Listen, I think Cecil is a little bit more understandable.
Cecil.
Whatever, Cecil.
Well,
the guy paid to
the
kill a
internet-
lion. That's his prerogative.
The internet
did
is the
something
number
that
one
was
outlet
legal.
to release that kind of information to get it widespread that quickly.
Yeah, that story would have never taken off 10 years ago.
And I guarantee you there's no news outlet that would have taken that.
Yeah, like that's. I mean, he in his opinion didn't do anything. This guy like knows he's doing something fucking wrong. Like to say that you did that, you know, even for a profit. Which I mean, if he's coming out of the business aspect, whatever. But like morally, that is absolutely wrong.
Ooh, this is interesting. It has nothing to do with what you guys are talking about. Lawyer for Patrick Kane, accuser dropping out of case.
Wow, doesn't want a loss on his record.
Yes.
That's interesting.
It's like, so did you rape her? Well, you know, I don't want to get into details. And then he's like, I'm out.
To be honest, he could have found out that maybe I don't want to say she's lying, but he might have found out something that was like, oh, well, you just like I can't, you know what I mean? I can't be a part of this anymore.
Like yesterday or whatever, there's all that fucked up shit about the rape,
kit, yeah,
Yeah, the rape kit showed up at the mother of the rape accuser's door.
yeah.
Which I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't even
either.
know what's going on.
It was the actual evidence, so someone like took the evidence or dropped it. I don't know. But yeah, no, this is really an interesting
honestly,
development though that the lawyer dropped out.
At that point, the case should be dropped, because how does the fucking
It's looking that way, man.
the rape kit get out of police custody and to someone else's doorstep? At that point, it's like there's so much tampering involved that it's like
yeah, but they can't. I know, man. But
I mean, for one, they said that there was no DNA found
yes,
inside the victim.
yes.
From
Kane.
Kane.
From Kane. That's the most important part of the
Yeah,
story because there was
from-
2 other sources of DNA found.
Ooh,
Yes.
did not know that. But
This
Kane
case
was
is
not
interesting.
involved in.
We can't say that.
Yeah.
But
You just really
you may
don't
as
want
well.
Kane to be involved. It's
Well,
I don't think anyone does. His
no
career's going to be
one-
tarnished forever because of this
No
anyway.
one really wants him to be involved, but if he is involved, it ultimately would be like he's a rapist.
Yeah.
Take him off the team, throw him in
Yeah.
jail. But no one really wants him to be like, I really want him
I mean,
to
the
be
Hawks
a
are
racist.
staying with him, which I
Or,
appreciate.
sorry, a rapist.
Yeah.
He lost endorsements, but that's the only like bad thing besides public image stuff that's happened so far.
But
so.
there's people on Chicago Sportsnet talking about he should be off the team already, and be like, if that's the case, then I mean, like Kobe Bryant should have never have played on the Lakers.
You can't
I mean,
endorsements. You can't blame. But
No,
like,
no, endorsements,
But to release
no.
somebody from a contract because of something that they're not even for sure guilty for yet,
Yeah.
that's bullshit.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
in that case, anyone can come out with a false accusation against someone and get them kicked off a team. It'd be like a fucking covert way of getting a team to be less productive. It's like there's a lot of people going around like saying that he should be like suspended from the team until further notice. But it's like at that point, it's like you're guilty until proven innocent instead
Yes.
of the other way around.
No, and that's the way it works with sexual offense charges. Those people are put on a list when they are accused of it, and they are not taken off when they are found innocent.
Really?
That is true, yes. The people that are put on the sexual offenders list are put on there during the accusation, not when they're proven guilty. And they remain on there if they are even found innocent. And it's like, it's a thing that happens. One of my coworkers ended up being in jury duty, and she was excited because she loves like courtroom dramas and stuff like that. And she was so excited. And then she gets there, and it's about like a 5-year-old boy who was raped by his uncle. And she's like, this is the worst case to ever be on. She's like, it's the one that you don't want to be on because this this guy is taken out in front of you, and you have a 5-year-old boy saying, "Yeah, he raped me when," or like, you know, a 9-year-old boy saying, "Yeah, he raped me when I was 5." It's like, how are you supposed to be? How are you supposed to be unbiased
Amen.
when someone is being
Can
accused
you
of
be?
such
Like,
a heinous crime?
honestly,
like that?
can you be? Like,
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
like,
That is, I completely agree with you. That's
So-
at that point, it's like it's so fucked up. You have to choose the side of the boy.
It's kind of like that. It's like it's just such a severe and heinous thing that it's hard to assume innocence just because of your visceral gut reaction.
Yeah.
And so that's why a lot of things still work that way, because the moment someone goes, "Oh, we should fix it like that," they're kind of put in that scenario where it's like, do you really want to
Yeah.
change that?
damn.
It's not like drug charges or something where it's like, fuck, the guy's just doing drugs. Who cares?
Thank God, I haven't had jury duty.
You guys haven't? Have you?
Nope.
Have you?
I've been
I have.
called to jury duty, but I've been allowed to leave.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, I had
That's
a
nice.
notice while I was in the Navy, but I never responded to it because I was in the Navy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't the pay for jury duty going up?
I don't
I heard.
know.
Yeah, I think it's
What
going
was
to
it,
like
still like 15
35 or something. I think it's going up a little bit more. I don't know.
It's such a hassle.
It's like the biggest
Yay! I
hassle
get
ever.
$15 for today.
Yeah, it sucks for people with hourly jobs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I think a lot of places pay you though.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
What they should do is every time that there's like any sort of court case or something like that that's going to be put to a public jury, there should just be a website that everyone can go on and like straw poll and vote. And that's how the crimes are determined.
Oh God, that would be a bad idea.
Because there's already just a subgroup of people that are going to jury duty anyway and not trying to get out of it, that you're not really getting the quote unquote public when you send out mail asking people to show up to jury duty. You're getting people that are okay with going to jury duty. So it's like it's not even the public
Well,
at that
I mean,
point.
at
It's
that
a
point,
section of-
I'd rather have that because they need people that are, you know, like are more into the whole due process system.
Do you want that though?
What did Jordan do?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the case.
I mean,
right?
think about it. I'd rather have people that are actually wanting to go to jury
what
duty.
kind of criminal are you? If you're gonna talk about the scenario, I want to know what you did.
No, that's not what I'm bringing up. I'm bringing
That's
up.
the only way you should have a preference.
I murdered someone.
Oh my God,
Oh,
Jordan,
damn, dude.
Jesus
Don't admit
fucking
it.
Christ.
So you make your first mistake. We're not lawyers.
Well, regardless, if
Who'd you kill?
if
and
if,
why?
if
Was it your brothers?
if I were a judge,
They
I'd
didn't
want
share the same home.
I'd want people that actually wanted to be there.
Oh, now he's the judge that murdered someone.
Yeah, I'm the judge that murdered someone.
There's a
And-
movie
and-
there.
Yeah, and the
Doritos
and,
commercial.
And
Oh,
the
wait, I
guy
think it's
that's
called
on,
The Judge.
Yeah, really?
I'm pretty sure Robert Duvall like killed somebody in the beginning of that movie.
All right, let him finish his fucking
All
story.
right, sorry.
But if I was the judge, I'd want people that actually wanted to be there, as opposed to people on the internet, because I've seen the way people on the internet react to things. It's really emotional and on the spot. They're like, "No, he's guilty."
But
Or no, he's not. That's a very on the spot
yeah,
emotional
yeah,
response.
yeah,
He
but
used all
at-
caps. He's really.
at the same
Anyway.
time, if I get I know you're saying you want people that want to be there, but like, I mean, if I get called for jury duty, I'm probably gonna go. I don't want to go, but I'll probably go. And unless it's like a really fucked up crime, I'm just gonna go with the majority because I don't really give a shit. Like so.
He's
Like,
that,
I'm just being honest.
he's
See,
that guy
that's
in
the
12
point.
Angry Men.
No,
that
I'm
just
saying
waits
that-
until the
you're not
votes
looking
have
at the evidence. You're not looking at the,
You
the
should
full
say
story.
that when they're talking. Like, is there any? Would you have?
No, you
anything-
can
be like,
do
yeah,
that.
I would just agree with everybody because I don't like confrontation.
No, it's not even just like I don't want to be here. I
That's
wanna-
a thing you could
That's the
say.
thing. I mean,
Yeah.
like you
I
like
know.
you let people
Yeah.
that are trying to avoid jury duty at all costs, like because
Yeah.
they don't want to be there.
Yeah, and
And then
the
you get the
juries
people
are
that-
selected too. You got to remember that. It's like they'll pick
Yeah,
and choose
yeah,
people.
yeah.
Like that's where I've been not on jury duty. Is it's like
They
they
looked at you like, nah.
well, see, that was it. Is like they start asking us all questions, and I'm like, I don't think like doing drugs is too bad of a crime. And they're like, yeah, I don't want this guy on the jury.
Oh, that's interesting. Damn.
Yeah, so it's like they're already cherry picking from a select group as well.
Well, they're gonna-
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
As the generations move on, they're gonna have a harder time with that question. Nah, drugs aren't that bad.
Drugs aren't that bad.
No, they're not.
I mean, I agree with you. They're not that bad.
We support the legalization of drugs.
I do.
I do.
Every single drug.
yeah.
All drugs.
Yep.
All
of them.
drugs.
Yep.
yeah,
Heroin?
All
I am a
drugs?
crazy libertarian in that regard.
I gotta go
I'll
pee.
legalize all of them.
I mean, I don't agree with all drugs.
I do.
What's wrong with heroin? Mm-hmm.
It's super addictive and like life altering. Like, there's just nothing really that great about it for people.
But what's good
But-
about beer for people?
I mean, shut up, Mike. It's a really good.
That's
point.
like that is the point.
know.
That's the point.
It's like it's something that
It's also
doesn't-
like I don't have the numbers because I'm not I don't study this shit. But like it's a proven fact that like when things are legalized, like numbers of like young people doing it like go down.
Yeah, the point that was always made about it that I agree with the most was Penn Jillette, where he's like, I've never drank alcohol. And he's like, and it's not because I'm some crazy straight edge person that doesn't want to drink alcohol. I've just, never wanted to drink. He goes, like you, heroin's illegal. He's like, is that why you don't do it? Like, if heroin was legal, would you go out and do heroin? And the person's like, no, of course not. He's like, there you go.
Do you believe
he's like, people that want to do heroin will go out and do heroin, and people that don't want to do heroin will continue to not do heroin.
Also,
it
not
being
to
legal or
mention
not doesn't change that.
Not to mention that there are like pill versions of essentially the same thing that are legal.
Opiates.
Yeah, it just makes criminals out of people that don't need to be criminals.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because then when it's not illegal, then people can get help for it better and easier.
Yeah,
They
they
can be taxed.
they don't go to jail.
Well, I
immediately.
don't like that idea. No. Don't start putting government regulations on things.
Well, I mean, you have
because
to
they're
at that
legal
point,
now.
though. I mean, you literally
Like that
have
is
to.
how
Yeah,
it works.
Because it is an item that you will have to buy.
Mm-hmm. And it's gonna have a
Legally.
tax on it and stuff like that. Yeah.
I would say if I have a lot of problems with I clearly obviously have a problem with dope heads. Like
Mhm.
I was against this heroin legalization 5
Yeah.
minutes ago, but
Fucking flip flop.
the only thing that's gonna make me feel a little bit good about it is that it's being taxed and helping out something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
The whole problem is like people go to jail for heroin. If it were legal, they would just go get help.
Yes. No, that's very true, man. That would really help our
And
prisons.
with all
It
the
would help
tax
others.
dollars that they're spending on their heroin goes to their help to
Rather
make them
than
sober.
Yeah, rather than them being trapped in a
took,
jail.
I took a quiz
being
to
spent
see
on
like
them there.
who my
they're gonna have a
ideals
harder
agreed
time
with out
getting
of all
a
these
life after
candidates.
that.
Yeah.
And one of the questions was like, if you believe in the legalization of drugs, and then like, if so, do you think that then these cases of people being in prison for drugs should then be like re-looked at, and their time should be lessened?
Yeah.
So like
Fucking prison-
retroactively.
Prison shouldn't be a fucking big business. It should be a fucking punishment.
For
And-
murder and
Well, yeah.
serious crimes.
Yeah, but
Like
it's almost
rape
like a
and
fucking
murder.
big business now because
No,
there's
it
so
is.
many people in fucking prison. What the fuck is going on? Like,
Yeah, someone did an art installation
How are they
recently
making money off that?
where they put on this wall in this airplane hangar. It was like 30 something, if not more, jumpsuits, and then one graduation gown. And it was about the building of prisons in California in the last 10 years and the building of a school.
mm-hmm.
You know what? Another thing along with that legalization of drugs.
Yeah.
Prostitution.
No. If honestly,
I'm not joking.
if people were like legally allowed to purchase drugs, any drug that they wanted to, after a while, I'm not trying to be cynical about this or be like, I don't know, like
Spit it out, man.
completely like whatever about it, but after a while, we would weed out
We'd weed out for sure.
the
totally weed out.
absolute idiots of society that would be like, yeah, man, I want to try fucking heroin and I want to fucking keep doing it. They would die.
I don't think that's
and
true.
they would die.
That's not true at all. Because the people that want to try heroin, he just made that point. The people that want to try heroin.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's legal or not.
Yeah.
It's like not hard to get heroin.
No, I'm just saying.
I could go get heroin right now.
Would you
I could
want?
get a
but
toe by
would you
midnight.
do it though?
No,
Exactly.
but I
Would
also,
you, Mike?
I
would
also
you do heroin?
No, that was the point.
That's
Is
the
that
point.
it being legal or not legal doesn't matter.
No, but if you were caught with heroin on you, you wouldn't be arrested. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You-
So
you-
so people trying to get help would be able to get help easier.
Yeah. But if you were to die from it, you would die from it.
Yeah, that would happen now whether it was legal.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
not.
I know, but
That's
but like
how
you-
would it being legal mean that the
What?
people that are going to die from heroin would die faster?
But you don't have to go to jail for it, which meaning you won't.
get some string. I think it all goes back to our educational system. If we just
Yeah. Say
Strength-
no to drugs.
yeah, like honestly,
We all went through the DARE program and we all smoked cigarettes, minus Mike, and drink beer.
I don't
But
smoke
that's
cigarettes.
not. But that's
Minus
not.
Mike.
Minus Mike.
But that's not the point. Like I'm saying,
And I don't
like,
do it because of DARE.
I'm not like I don't do drugs because like necessarily just they're legal. It's just like I've seen like what they, you know what I mean? It's just
What they
like,
do,
It
yeah.
just seems bad.
It
So I'm
does.
not gonna do it.
Yeah.
It's a really bad example
Yeah.
because of the whole cigarette thing and beer and everything else, the fast food.
Yeah,
Damn, you
the
know
biggest drug of them all.
what? Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, fast food.
Fucking
Sugar.
McDonald's.
Goddamn
Or
sugar.
like cholesterol.
but dude,
like seriously.
Every point I'm trying to make, like I just think of like the reverse of it, and it also
Well, just
works.
make
So
it
it's
and
like,
then make the reverse point. I mean, it's
I'm
okay
just,
to
I'm just
contradict
saying there's
yourself.
not a lot of great people that do a lot of harsh drugs, but then there are. So it's like
Carl Sagan
yeah, there's
used
like
to smoke pot.
I'm not considering that a drug right now. So
Well, some people would.
but I'm saying like there's like really big artists of our time that like are iconic that were dope addicts and
Yeah.
coke
Philip Seymour
heads
Hoffman.
and fuck exactly.
Heath Ledger.
Chris Farley.
See,
Is it weird that they all died young?
I wouldn't
that's actually a really great point. The Rolling Stones. They are the
Yes.
They are the
They are the
I think they
exception
made
to
a
that
deal
rule.
with some sort of devil.
yeah right. Oh my god.
Hey mate, listen, if I could do drugs until I'm at least 85 years old, I will serve you
where's this
forever
gonna go?
and ever.
Where's this going?
That was a great Harrison Ford.
No, I'm
Is
doing
that Barack Obama?
I'm doing Keith Richards right now. Keith Richards circa 1973.
It's like Kenan Thompson's in the room.
Oh, here's another.
we go.
Here's
Okay, thank God, Dave.
Is it about drugs?
Pull on the
it is.
ripcord.
Here's a
still
point
accept
that
it.
could fuck up both sides of this argument.
Ooh.
Oh.
A lot of people that I know that got hooked on heroin got hooked on accident, so they didn't want to do heroin.
Damn.
Because you can snort heroin, so they'd be like really into coke, and then it would get mixed in somehow.
That's
And
interesting.
then
Like he's still making the point that the guys are doing coke.
Yeah.
So it's like
But if it
Yeah, but I mean, come
I'm
on,
not
it's
saying
not
no.
heroin.
No, it is unfortunate that they mixed it with heroin.
does anyone
or whatever,
accidentally do tobacco?
Yeah, I accidentally smoked a
but,
cigarette.
secondhand smoke, bro?
Actually, a lot of that stuff's been tossed out the window.
What's this thing I
hasn't
see
it?
on Facebook about beer gardens are now going to be covered under the no
that's
smoking
fucking
ban?
bullshit. I saw that.
Wasn't that place like supposed to not do that?
What did
No,
you
like
just-
beer gardens like really took off because then smokers could go outside and still drink and smoke cigarettes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that was like a place
Oh yeah,
for
and
it.
now it's like no. Now it's like oh no, people want to enjoy be out there too. Do you know what I
well,
mean? Which
fuck
makes
them.
sense. It does make sense. Though.
It's at least beer garden's decision, right? It's not the state telling them to do it.
no, I'm pretty sure it's it's federal law.
It's a law.
The state or federal? I don't know.
I don't know.
That's the part that I don't agree
Well,
with.
I mean, beforehand it was just bars let people smoke inside their inside their bars, and then they were like, no, you can't smoke inside your bars anymore. So bars were like, okay, you can smoke at the bar, but as long as it's outside in a within your property. So the bars created a beer garden area where you can be outside and still smoke. And now they're saying, no, you can't smoke out there.
It's bullshit.
To me, it's all bullshit. It should be up to the business.
I agree.
Like it shouldn't be fucking state law telling them what they should do. If a place has too many smokers in it, and then they'd be like, you know what, we're losing business because
Then make that decision.
we have too many smokers here.
Amen.
Then they'd be
That's
like,
good.
you know what, let's have this off-site section for the smokers, so that way more people are wanting to come in and things like that.
Well, even then, it's inconvenience to the people that smoke because
Yeah, but it's
you have
one
to, like,
that
leave the bar and go walk to go smoke.
and then they would understand that they would lose that business. This is the business's decision, though. It's
Yeah.
not the state forcing it
Yeah.
on them. And they're like, hey, 99% of our customers
You guys
smoke.
are both agreeing. You're just making it into an argument.
I love
yeah,
you, Mike.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I hate every time like a conversation I see a conversation like that on the internet, and there's like the one or two comments of a non-smoker that's like, yeah, fuck it all, fuck smoking, just get rid of all of it. And it's just like, wow, you are just so fucking high and mighty. You've just oh my god, you're better than everyone because you don't smoke.
That's something that I saw a post.
Reminds me of the story.
Yeah, from
me of
a
this video game
fucking
I played.
vegan thing
Ooh.
where a person said, someone said, oh, you think you're vegan, just because you're vegan doesn't make you better than me. And he like lists these 5 things, and he's like, I don't like to kill animals for food. I don't like to do this. I don't like to do that. He's like, I guess that does make me better than you. And I just couldn't help but think, there's a lot more that goes into a person than just their ideas about animals and food consumption. Someone could be a mass fucking murderer and be a
hold on.
vegan.
Yeah, I don't
But
need
yeah,
meat or
he's a
fucking
vegan,
eggs
so
or
he's
shit.
better than you. Like,
Dude, that's fucked up. Is he like a friend of you? You saw that on Facebook?
I saw it on Facebook, so it was liked by someone I know.
Oh, okay. But it wasn't like 2 of your friends.
No. God, it just got me so riled up. I did that thing that I always do, where it's like I go to comment and I start
you're
typing
just
out
like-
a
and you're
comment.
like, "Ah, fuck it.
Where
Not
I'm
worth
like,
it."
you're so full of shit. There's so much more that goes into a person, and it's like we all care about animals. It's just how much we care. Obviously, I care, but
Backspin.
And then I'm like, you know what? No, fuck it.
Fuck. You pulled a Lincoln, dude. He used to write angry letters and then never send them.
Mm-hmm. I do that a lot when I'm typing on the internet. I will type up like 2 paragraphs, and then I'll look at it and I'll be like, no,
it.
can't do it.
I do that a lot when I'm writing in general.
Goddamn vegans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't got a problem with vegan. I got a
No,
problem
I
that
have-
thinks they're better than someone because of X.
I have no problem with vegans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I should probably become a vegan because a lot of the health benefits and things like that. But just too much work.
Then they just eat so much Cheetos and they get fat. Dude,
That's
there's
a
so many
Doritos commercial right there.
there are so many vegetarians that are like overweight.
Oh yeah, I was a vegetarian for a year and I just ate fucking cheese
But
pizza.
you started off kind of.
Yeah, no, I know. I know. I'm just saying.
You, can see,
had
like,
a
gaining
baseline.
of weight,
No,
though.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, it didn't do me any good
Gotcha.
at all.
Okay, yeah. No, yeah. See, all this, like, people are sometimes just puffy. I don't know if they're like not taking the right vitamins.
Well, that's
or
because
something.
there's a difference. Some people, a lot of people do it because of the animals, and
Yeah.
some people just do it. They try to do it for health, but they don't do it right. Like you can't
There's-
just you can't just eat fucking.
There's a lot of work
cheese.
that goes into it, and that's
Yeah.
why
Like,
I
well,
don't
I mean,
bother.
vegans don't eat cheese anyways. But like, if you're just a vegetarian, you can't just eat fucking.
You don't eat more
cheese
pizza
fries
and just
and
get
then-
yeah,
exactly.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You have to supplement things. And
Yeah, you got to keep in
still
mind
need to
your
get protein,
proteins
yeah.
and
You
things like
gotta-
that.
Yeah.
I'm a vegan. I'm only drinking wheat.
I remember Mr. Sweet's class. One of the girls' sisters was pregnant, and she was a vegetarian.
Yeast is a
And
living
he's talking.
thing.
He's like, "Is she taking this and this and this for like these supplement vitamins and stuff?" And she's like, well, "I don't think so." He's like, "Well, then she's an idiot." It was awesome. 'Cause you still have to get the stuff you get from proteins and
It's something that I would try if it wasn't as much work. It's just it's
fast food restaurants carried more vegan options. It might be
I would never be a vegan. I
Yeah.
would do I think I could do vegetarian.
just
again.
cut out meat.
Yeah, I could not do vegan.
I couldn't either. I love milk,
Yeah, milk,
delicious.
cheese,
dairy
Eggs.
products.
cheese. Yeah,
Eggs.
eggs. It's a big
Yeah.
thing.
Eggs are in a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Everything from cake to pie.
Donuts.
Say
Oh,
goodbye
well,
to fucking
can use blood
gummy
in
bears,
cake.
bro.
Yeah, you can use blood as
Wait,
a substitute for eggs.
Because gelatin has
can.
animals.
And I think blood is
Really?
That's not vegan.
No, it's not.
That's interesting. I did not know
it's
that.
part of a.
Yeah. Blood's not vegan though, Kyle. So you couldn't substitute
Ah,
blood for eggs in your
shit.
cake,
Well,
unless it's like that vegan blood they just made recently.
Unless it's your own blood, then it counts.
I'm serious. Have you heard
Yeah,
about
there's
this?
like fake blood or whatever.
Yeah, it's from a root of a plant. It contains hemo, which is like the key ingredient in hemoglobin, which is your blood kind of stuff. And
Yeah,
so it
it's like your
mimics
blood
blood,
kind of stuff.
as close as possible without being blood.
so they can use this? Is there an application for it yet?
That it can be used to make like vegan and burgers and stuff like that that taste identical to, or not identical, but probably as
Oh,
close as you're ever
But
going to
it
get
can't
to
be
real
used for
meat.
like a blood transfusion.
No, because you still need blood cells for that.
Oh, okay.
You need the
it's-
globin.
Yeah, it's got the
You need the globin
hemoglobin
part.
the globin part. You got the hemo covered. Where's that globin?
It's true.
Yeah, and even then, not every blood will
globin.
do. You can't like use chicken blood for human blood, so there's no way you could use like the
Oh,
root of a
that's
plant
yeah.
for
You can't.
no.
Then why does this Sacramento vampire? Why does he use animal blood?
No, see, that's one of the bits. Is like at one point.
It's a bit.
No, like that's one of the bits of the story.
Oh, okay.
Is that he ends up
So I was,
puking up the blood and then
bathing in cow blood the other day.
What's the deal?
What's the deal with bathing in cow blood?
so I'm drinking a bucket of chicken blood and I think to myself, why does this taste so funny? Sure enough, it was pig blood. We've all been
I
there.
mean, chicken-
This guy knows.
chicken
This guy's
tastes
shaking his
great.
head. He knows.
Chicken tastes great. Beef tastes great. Why doesn't their blood taste great? Right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Am
So
I
I'm putting a couple of squirrels and a bucket of blood into a blender today, and I thought to myself, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
I'll cut out that last one,
There you go.
but I'm gonna leave in that cackle.
just sprinkle it throughout the entire
Yeah.
episode.
It'll be the new censor. That was one of your louder cackles.
Shit, dude. I just like because I was thinking like, okay, we went a little too far, but I wasn't gonna say anything, and then you're just like censoring yourself. Let me explain the joke. Let me explain why I thought it was fun.
You guys had those Oreo ball things.
What?
It's like, dude, I thought of it because you said blender.
Well, now I have to leave it in.
Well,
Thanks,
you-
Dave.
well,
Oreo
you-
balls.
You fucking put some Oreos in a blender, then you mix cream cheese in with it.
Oh my
and
god.
you make it into a ball, as I said, because I said balls. And then you cool it.
Forgot the
You
ball
put it
part.
in the fridge for like a half hour or
Uh-huh.
something, and it like hardens and shit.
Is it just
as
like a
other-
cheese ball with Oreos?
No, man,
then
you're
you
not
eat
even
it?
listening to me. No, then you can cover it and stuff.
Okay.
Like you can melt like chocolate
Peanut butter.
or whatever you want,
Yeah.
and then put it on top of it,
And then she'll
cool
hand
it
you the
again.
ticket.
and then you eat it. No, but the point of the story is that I had them last year for the first time, like around Christmas, and they're fucking delicious. And I saw a video on Facebook of how to make it, and it's really easy. And that's all I'm gonna be eating from now on.
Great.
All
It sounds like just Oreos
Is
and
that
cream
vegan,
cheese
or-
covered
That's
in
not-
whatever.
that's not-
No, but it's like blended together into this perfect concoction of fucking dessert. It's so good.
It sounds like it's Oreos
There was
and cream
one
cheese.
time-
No. They're blended.
Last
together.
year, like around winter, Brandon's sister made them. She was like in the process of making them, and me and Brandon were all fucking wasted, and we ate like half the pan, not done yet. And then she still had some in like the freezer cooling just in a bowl, and we like put it in the microwave to soften it up, and we're just like eating it with a fucking spoon. And we ate all of it. It was so fucking good, dude.
How pissed was
Why don't
She was just like,
Why don't I ever hang out with you when you're that drunk?
Because I haven't gotten that drunk in a very
been a
long
while.
time.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like that sounds like fun,
It's been
Dave.
such a long time.
Oh, damn.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
You're not. I mean, you're not. Exactly my point right there.
fucker.
What the fuck's that mean, you fucking cocksucker?
I mean, I still do that when I'm drunk. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, he's still Dave. He's just drunk Dave.
But I never get to drink Oreos.
I
We
just wanna
basically
drink
were drinking
Oreos.
Oreos.
so drunk I drink Oreos.
What should we do for Halloween this year?
Nah, I already asked Dave. He doesn't want to go trick or treating.
Yeah, because I'm a grown man.
Yeah, what?
I'm a fucking
Fucking
grown
joking,
man.
God.
Maybe
you
like
guys
a
just go
haunted
along
house?
with the fucking
I
joke.
don't like haunted houses. I know it's weird. I love horror movies. But
So-
I'll hang out with you guys after haunted houses. Like I just don't do
But
haunted
Rob
houses.
Zombie has fucking.
I don't care, dude. I don't like it. Okay.
It turns out it's just a concert, and
I don't
Dave's
like-
so mad that he misses it.
I
What if
would
there's a Rob
fucking
Zombie
kill
concert?
myself. I would literally kill myself.
What if there's a Rob Zombie concert around Halloween?
Yeah, I
Here.
would go.
Like, what if we
Absolutely.
went to the haunted house and it's like it turns out it's not a haunted house; it's just a secret Rob Zombie concert, and he's like, "Oh, you guys came to my haunted house, and I'm gonna play a song for you."
Living dead girl.
Dracula, super beast.
Why the fuck did you just do the same thing? I almost picked up Halloween 2 on Blu-ray the other night.
It's a good movie.
I really want to get
Like,
the doctor's
the Donald
costume.
Pleasance.
The 10th
Yeah.
doctor's
Okay.
costume.
Also
Yeah.
a good
I wanna
movie.
make sure.
Go as the doctor.
One of my favorite memories from last Halloween
what?
was getting drunk at Hope and Anchor and watching
there was some party.
Halloween 2 on a tiny,
You have to have a
tiny
destination
tube
before
Yeah,
you dress
some
up.
party.
You can't
Yeah.
just be at home dressed up and be like, "Yeah,
You can do that too.
Halloween."
You can hand out candy to kids, and they're like, "Who you dressed as?" I'm like, "The Doctor." Watch the Doctor Who because it's a great show. And like
And the kids are gonna be like,
indoctrinate kids to watch Doctor Who.
And then one of the kids comes up dressed as a Dalek, and you like freak out on
And
him
I
and
start
like
punching them.
have like a Vietnam flashback.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good Doritos commercial.
Hey, so what
Someone
should we
gives
do
out
for
Doritos
Halloween?
on Halloween.
What are you doing for Halloween? You probably got plans. You
I
fucking
don't have
That's
any
it.
plans actually.
They can't be,
Give out Doritos on Halloween,
No,
and
'cause
the
it can't
kids
be-
keep like making laps to that house because they want more Doritos.
No, it can't because the commercial's showing in February.
Yeah, that'll be irrelevant.
Yeah.
All right, maybe it's a fucking
Yeah. Anyways, what are we doing
Valentine's
for
Day
Halloween?
gift.
Let's do
Wait, is there
something
anything
fun.
going on for sure? Like,
I mean,
anybody
like
know of
probably like a lot of
anything?
parties.
Do you guys want to go to some haunted houses?
I don't do that.
Do you guys want to go
Rob
see
Zombie's
some
got a
scary
Halloween.
movies?
Has a
I work
Twix.
at Kryptonite.
Rob Zombie has
I was at Kryptonite last
a
Halloween.
haunted house here.
It was
in Illinois.
lame.
Was it lame?
There's just like a bunch of people in costumes, and I was like not in a costume, and I was like, I'm
I
drunk.
You
really-
did do fog machine?
Want to get?
If you guys, if I told you guys,
you know what I'm talking about.
shut the
though,
fuck up. I'm
Yeah,
trying
the
to talk
10th
right
Doctor.
now.
You want to dress
Hey,
up as
fuck
the 10th
off.
Doctor?
Yeah,
There you go.
he's heard
Well,
it.
you know.
God damn it.
right? Okay,
All right,
Dave,
now,
go ahead.
tell him about my costume idea.
So Dave wants to go to a Halloween party as a fog machine, where he's literally just in a cardboard box and he sits in a corner and smokes.
The whole party.
But he'd be vaping this time
Yeah,
because
I'll
he
be
doesn't smoke
vaping.
anymore.
That still works though.
It does.
Smoke doesn't last as long.
It's a good costume.
It's a really great fucking costume.
I was straight edge one year. That's pretty much the only adult costume that I've ever done.
Wait, which one?
Straight edge.
Oh, okay.
That's just because I was going to a party and they're like, you have to have a costume. So I put X's on my hands.
All right. Looks like the challenge is on. Because don't underestimate the Puzzlesneys because we're drunk and stupid.
No, that's why we underestimate the
And you-
puzzle.